Yeah, so this is a quest. Hi again, Sean. Today I have a special invitation just for you. No Pikachu today. Da-da-da. I don't remember their names, but it was a bunch of the kids. They told me I should invite you to their picnic, like as a cherubic chaperone type of thing. Sweetness. They said they were gonna try and find a good picnickety spot over in Rodocrin Jungle. Maybe near that tree? I wish I could go too, but I don't want to intrude. And it's okay because secretly I'm hiding all my snacks behind this desk anyway.
I wonder what kind of snacks.
Comment question of the day. What kind of snacks do you like?
I ate an absurd amount of Pringles in Europe. I probably had about 4 or 5 tubes of them over like 10 days.
Is that just like their foremost snack in Europe?
Well, when we were like traveling in Iceland, we were in a car. So, and there's absolutely nothing outside the city. So it's like, you got to bring food with you. So we just brought Pringles.
Dude, they have cheese Doritos in Europe? They're weird.
They do. They're strange. I tried some. They're just very weird.
Yeah, I can't say that I would buy them willingly again.
Hey, you guys are gonna have to do banter for a minute here while I figure out where this tree is.
Do banter.
Do banter.
Yeah, do some banter
We've
for
been
me.
commanded.
Put yourselves to work while I figure out where this
Sean,
tree
I
is.
serve the divine wills of the Reborn region. I don't answer to you.
Okay, find the picnic. Okay, so I thought this was gonna be the 4 girls from the school, but it's actually 4 different girls entirely.
Oh.
Oh.
There exist 8 women in the world.
Why are they eating sacred ash? What are they doing?
What are they eating? Oh yeah, it does look like sacred ash. Okay, I don't... Fuck. I'll do Lumi. That's the blue girl on the right. Let's see. Josh, is there anybody you want to do? Do you recognize any of these people?
I think I recognize Pink Girl, but I'm not sure.
Alright, you can do Heather. She's small and maybe bratty sometimes. Sieves, you can do Noah. That's just the boy down there.
Alright.
I can take another one too.
You can do Eve. And then...
Eve! I know Eve, don't I?
Yeah, Eve is this one.
Yeah, I know Eve. Oh, you made it. That's good. Lumi will be happy. She's been doing better lately. In every way imaginable. Even some ways I hadn't imagined possible. I've been thinking, perhaps I've been selfish. I should have worked with her from the very beginning. She may be younger, but she is still my sister, and every bit as capable as I am. In some ways, maybe even more. Perhaps I held her back this whole time by taking the burden for myself. But there's no use in worrying about all that for now. I think the best thing to do for now is simply to find a cozy spot and enjoy the air.
Yes, they've been working on curing Lumi's non-specific illness. Sean, you came. I was hoping you'd get our message. Laura was the one who suggested we all have a tea party picnic. And she was gonna come too, but then something came up with her sisters. So we had some spare food, and we thought Sean's helped us all with a lot, so why not? This can also be our small way of saying thanks for helping with all this stuff before. I can't help but feel like we're forgetting something, though.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Lumi asked me to come, but I don't understand the point. Even if you eat outdoors, the food isn't better, right?
So true.
True. It just attracts bugs.
Thinking about it logically.
Like
I
Deedlewoo.
Great reason to picnic outdoors is these monstrous mantis things will approach you.
You might see a hero.
You might see a hero.
Hi, Sean. Nice to see another familiar face.
Does her sprite look a little weird?
A little bit. Laura invited us all here, and I was like, okay, I'll come to your picnic, but you have to battle me. We were going to see who the stronger Elite Four member was. And it was going to be me, because I have the type advantage, and that's definitely not cheating. But then she couldn't even make it. So now this is kind of a bummer. I mean, food and picnics are nice and all, but where's the fun stuff? I challenge you to a rematch here and now, but I don't want to mess up the picnic blanket now. I just wish something exciting would happen. Too many people be saying that.
Too many people.
Maybe I wish something boring would happen.
Yeah.
Like a normal picnic.
I wish something mundane and enjoyable would occur.
It would actually be such a funny twist if this was like nothing happens.
Dude, no legendary?
Yeah.
We have to use honey trees to get our legendary?
See if you can do Shelly as well.
Oh, geez.
She's just
Hi,
another.
Sean!
Yeah, it's perfect.
I'm glad you came! Just in time, too. I took forever to find a good spot. We're just getting set up now, but just give me a bit and I'll get a plate for you, too. This is Monday. Wow.
Wait! I figured out what we forgot. Laura put in a special order to the spice just for our picnic, and I totally forgot to pick it up. We started the episode there by coincidence. Wow, it all came back around. We forgot to pick it up when we were heading out from the nightclub.
We distracted them.
Sean, I'm so sorry for the fetch quest, but can you go pick it up for us? Just say Laura's name and the clerk at the spice should get it for you. You won't get one
They
of my.
were so intimidated by us being there.
What am I, a DoorDasher now?
Yeah. Laura seemed pretty excited about the order, but personally I don't see what the fuss is all about.
Siebes.
If you don't want to get the pickup order, I can be a delivery boy instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go do that.
Go do it.
Go do
Now.
that. Go do that.
But after this, you're gonna run through Karis again, right? I'm always down to take you on.
Wait, yeah, we totally can't start eating until you get the drinks. Like, that's just how drinks work, right? Laura said it was a surprise anyhow.
Once again, wish I could use the travel medallion from Tears of the Kingdom to just go straight back there.
The spice. Dune?
Dune.
Yeah, so I really didn't know we were gonna have to come back into the spice for this quest. That was a pure coincidence that we started in here.
Maybe the divine voices are starting to whisper to you too.
They're not, I promise.
Proximity to me is rubbing off on you.
For Laura. Oh yes, right here. 6 bubble teas.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Is that what boba is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're asking for they're a specialty from a different region, but we were able to make them as requested. Don't worry, it's already paid for. I'm having a hard time reading today. Have a good day, and we hope we could spice up your life. Oh, they're not a key item.
Boba tea originated in Taiwan in the early 1980s. Interesting.
Boba doesn't look appealing to me. It never has.
I like boba, but you have to be careful with what you do. Because so many of those places offer like 1,000 flavors, and it's so easy to fuck it up. I like a good oolong with tapioca. Like a nice 25 or 50% sweetness. Oh.
Oh, what happened here?
Sean, you're back just in time. Something happened. Just as soon as you left, this weird aura started affecting the area. Shelly thought she noticed some Pokemon burrowing away, so she went to try and find a way underground and see what they were running from. And the source of the aura seemed to be centered on the tree, so Heather flew up to see if anything was at the top, and then all of a sudden that New World door appeared. But why here? Why now? We were supposed to be having a nice time. One of my friends taught me a word that is very good for situations like these. But I will not say it, okay. That's a callback to the battle wheel quest. Yet. Anyway, the two are obviously connected, so Noelle and Eve went inside to go check it out.
Oh, update. There's some kind of weird barrier all around parts of the top of the tree. So obviously I'm gonna try to break through it. Back in a bit.
That sounds like a bad idea. Good luck. Well, anyway, if you ask me, this whole thing is very rude and unfair, and I would like to have a word with whoever's responsible.
A tree of life that we have to go into to combat an aura that's affecting the nearby region and the Pokemon. It's Lucario and the Mystery of Mew.
We're gonna get the Reggies again.
On. Is that me?
No, that's me.
Josh.
Ah, you're back already. That'll be the first of hopefully several reliefs. We've no idea what sort of phenomenon this is. On top of the loss of color in the sudden door, now we've got all these Espeon and Umbreon, which don't seem to be entirely real.
They're fighting. There's 2 clear sides, but no way forward. Do we do something?
Well, if it's Umbreon versus Espeon,
Yeah.
I feel like one has the clear advantage.
Well, honestly, all Espeon needs to do is, like, Dazzling Gleam.
Oh, you know what? I forgot that Espeon has access to that now.
What do they say?
Ah!
Ah!
Ah,
Oh, we have to fight them to turn the tides of battle.
Alright, it's all you, Beetle.
He does it. Oh.
oh,
Oh,
we
that
got
killed all of them.
him. Nice. Well, that's that. That ladder appeared. You can go ahead.
Oh, for the... There's literally no reason you should be crashing on that of all things. Didn't I just fix...
I don't know what she's
I'm the
referring to.
protagonist. I do what I want.
I don't know what she's talking about,
Me
man.
neither. I thought maybe because she's like a psychic type user, I thought maybe she was upset we killed the Espeon.
Oh, maybe. Got it. These apparitions aren't real Pokemon, but manifestations of unstable energy in the area. I believe it's similar to the anomalous and umbral energies we've already observed numerous times. In order to open a way forward, the 2 opposing energies will need to be stabilized. In other words, we need to balance the 2 sides against each other. Perhaps you've already figured that much out given that you got up here, but keep listening, okay? I've pulled some data and I should be able to tell you exactly which Pokemon to fight in order to balance the 2 sides. For instance, here we've got Chingling, Espeon. Oh, there were probably 3 Espeon and 2 Umbreon,
Yeah,
and we
that
killed
must have
1
been.
Espeon. Yeah. Chingling, Espeon, and Mightyena.
I guessed correctly. Doodleboo guessed correctly.
Yeah, he knows what needs doing. I can detect that the power of the anomalous side is 7, and the power of the umbral side is 5. Furthermore, we can detect and express each individual Pokemon's power level as a prime value. Oh, it's a math problem between 1 and 20. So some of the Pokemon are going to be worth more than others.
1, 3, 5, 7.
What's not a prime number?
Here, Espeon has a power level of 3, each Chingling has a power level of 2, and Mightyena has a power level of 5.
So we need to kill a Chingling.
Using this information, you can easily conclude which Pokemon needs to be fought in order to balance the energy.
This place is called Rodican Tree.
Yeah, we've got to kill Chingling because it's Espeon, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's the only one that's worth 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, then there'll be 5 on each side.
because she said that Espeon is worth 3.
Mine has 5, okay.
He does it, man.
He knows how to get that kill on Jingling.
This is simple.
Flawless. What's next?
This is a fun quest. I like this.
I hope there are
these
like
characters.
17 Pokemon in this next floor.
There's gonna be a lot coming up here, I bet.
She's coming.
She's coming. More? Give me 1 second. I'll get the numbers. Got it. The anomalous side once again has a power of 7. The umbral side has a power of 10. Togetic has a power level of 7, while...
No helping.
That was close. Why is this happening now? It's not safe for me to stay here. Noel, take this. Use that to proceed. I'll do what I can from the outside.
Just us. I don't know how to use this. I see the totals, but not which numbers match up to which species. Still, there's only a finite number of possibilities for any given setup. We can brute force it if we have to, but given that each power value is prime, it should be easy to deduce from the given information. 7 on the light side, 10 on the dark. This is simple. I'll follow your lead. Ask me if you want to check the room's totals, go over past data, or heal your Pokemon.
Well, 7 was... Togetic is a 7, right? That's what
Yeah.
she said before she got... So we just have to kill one of these guys.
Miss Mages.
And then we
what Miss
know
Mages
Umbreon is 5.
So do those values carry over, you think?
No, hold on. Look around. Look around. See, there's one Mismagius, and there's one Umbreon.
Mm-hmm.
The Togetic is 7. And the sides are 7 and 10, right?
Yeah. So
it can't be 5. Umbreon can't be 5.
That's what I think too.
no. So Miss Magius is 7, right? Because Umbreon's 3, because Espeon was 3, right? That's my logic here.
Oh, right. It wasn't Umbreon in the last room. It was Might
Yeah.
Yenna. Yeah,
So
you're right.
we
You're right.
need to kill the Umbreon.
Yeah, we have to kill the Umbreon. Yep.
Okay, so we're thinking the solution to this is that
We're
on the
not
previous
thinking. It
floor,
is correct that Umbreon is
Well,
3 and we kill it. We murder it.
this floor heal.
I'd forgot that the last floor was Might Yenna.
Nice.
Cool.
We got it.
So Togetic was the entire 7. We had to remove an Umbreon to progress, leaving only Miss Magius, because the Umbreon on the first was placed
Exactly
evenly
what
against
Steve
Espeon,
said.
which Eve confirmed at a value of 3. Okay, so the values do carry over. Eve
Yeah.
also confirmed Chingler has a power of 2, Mighty has a power of 5.
Yeah, I beat blueprints. No big deal. I kind of know what puzzles are.
Oh boy. Okay, so we got.
Can we check the total? 12 versus 14.
I think we can reasonably conclude by now that the values carry over between floors. Miss Magius and Togetic were both 7, Espeon was 3. If you need to check what Pokemon were on previous floors, just ask me on each one.
I kind of...
Okay, what else is around here? Because the two Miss Magius are here.
Right.
We're,
so that
we're
means
taking something out from the light side, and I think it has to be the Clefairy. Because... No, wait, we're taking something out from the dark side.
That's what I thought
yeah,
too.
there's
But how can
more.
that be
12
if these are both
versus
7?
14. We'll have to kill something from the light side also.
You're
So we
right.
kill a Miss Magius, and then we kill the Clefairy and the Espeon.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Togetic is 7 and Miss Magius is 7.
Is there anything over on the left? At the far left? No.
No, it looks like you see everything here. Okay, 1 Miss Magius and then everything except Togetic.
Yeah. I kind of wish that at the entrance to the floor, Noelle didn't, like, there was an option just to know the totals, because I don't like having 3 lines of dialogue that remind us what the values of everything are. I get everyone's not a puzzle, like, fan, but it's more fun to have to keep that together and ask for the hint if you want it, you know?
Yeah. If it weren't for Noelle's hints, and if it weren't for the fact that we had like several people like paying attention, I might need like pen and paper to like remember all this.
You guys
This
done
is-
with pen and paper?
Let's talk to Noelle again.
Oh boy.
10 versus
10
9.
and 9.
Right. Umbreon is 3. There's some obvious conclusions to be drawn here.
Okay.
Okay.
So I bet there's 3 Umbreons. Yeah, there's 3 Umbreons.
Yeah, there are 3 Umbreon, and there's one of each stage of the Flabebe line.
So, and they have to be prime numbers. So 2, 3, and 5
Yeah.
maybe? 2, 3, and 5.
I think that makes the most sense. So 2 Flabébé, 3 Floette, 5 Florges or
Yeah.
Florget.
So then in that case, how do we get them to be equal? So we have to kill 2 Umbreons to get down to 3, and then we kill Flabébé and Florges to get the light side down to 3 with just Floette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we can't catch these guys, can we? I think it would be really funny to have a fake Pokemon.
Knock the ball away.
Okay,
No.
yeah, yeah. Even still, it couldn't get a hit off on Didalwu.
You know, if you really want to equalize both sides, you could just defeat all of them.
This is true. Could Undertale genocide root it. I still haven't gotten my email from Nintendo to pre-order my Switch 2.
You know, I think it's maybe unlikely that you'll get one at this rate.
No, I think I will, because I got an email yesterday from Nintendo that said, "Hey, we're still sending out emails, so just keep waiting."
Okay.
Oh,
I hope
And it
you
was
can
like,
get
"You
one.
will get one."
Oh, we gotta wait. This is Flabébé. We can kill this one. Yeah, hopefully you can get your Switch too, and then when Pokemon ZA comes out, right?
I'm just perplexed by how they did it, because I have insane hours on the Switch, and that was like their metric.
Mm.
maybe someone is more.
Well, I don't think it was like a progressive thing. It's like the people with the most get first. I think it was like there's a threshold of like 50 hours, and as long as you have that, you're eligible. Okay.
Oh
this
my.
is-
There's a lot to process here.
Well, let's learn the totals first.
30 versus 26.
Okay.
That's a lot. But we know previous, right? Espeon is 3, Flowood is 3, Florges is 5, Chingling is 2. 30 versus 26?
Yeah, 30 light, 26.
We have a Floette there. We have we have 2 Floettes, 2 Espeon.
I'm looking at
So
the dark
that's-
side first.
Oh, okay.
So there's 2 Zweilous.
I was just gonna say we know more of the light side than we do the dark right now.
Right. That's fair as well. So I'm thinking that there's only 2 Zweilous for dark, which means they're both 13.
Yeah. So we're looking to get 13.
Yeah. That's right.
So there are 2 Espeon, 2.
Well, so the 3 Espeon and no, the 2 Espeon, no, the Espeon. What are we getting to? Sorry.
30.
There are 2
the light
Espeon,
side.
2 Floette. That makes 12 right there. We have a Chingling, which is 2, so that's 14. Florges would make 19 because it's 5.
Well, let's figure out what the
So
Grand
then there's
Bull
a
is
Grand
first.
Bull.
Yeah.
So that leaves Gramble
So that
as
would
like
be 11.
yeah.
So we kill a Grand Bull and a Chingling.
So that would be 30 minus 11, which is 19. And then wouldn't that Chingling would not then be enough to get down to 13? right?
No,
oh,
sorry.
two Espeon.
We need to leave Chingling and Grand Bull alive, and then we kill a Zweilous.
Okay.
We kill everything but the Grand Bull and the Chingling, because that brings us down to 13. Because if Grand Bull's 11 and Chingling is 2, that's 13. Zweilous is 13, equalized. I was doing it in reverse order. I was like, okay, these 2 equal 13. We need to kill them. And I was like, oh wait, no, we have to get to 13. It was crazy that you went for Brick Break instead of Leash Life there.
I'm trying to save my PP, I guess. I can always heal it, but everything besides Gramble and
Chingling
Chingling.
and Grand Bull.
Okay, so we decided Gramble was 11. I wasn't
11.
following the math on that completely, but I'll trust.
Well, we have 2 Floette, 2 Espeon. Espeon and Floette are both 3, so that combined is 12, right? We have a Florges, which is 5. That makes 17.
And then Chingling.
Which means that then we have a Chingling worth 2, 19. So the sum of what we know is 19. And then we have a Grand Bull, which means that Grand Bull is 11. Since 30 minus 19 is 11. A black Floette.
Yeah. Black is one of the
That's not
colors
a-
for Flabebe, right?
No.
I'm pretty sure it is. I thought it was.
No, I listen, I just did Gen 6 playthroughs and got every Flabebe color for each of the evolution. It is white, orange, blue, red, yellow.
Mm. Okay. 24 on light, 21 on dark. Everything is new except Swellis, which was 13. Oh, okay.
24 on light, 21 on dark, or was it the
Yeah.
other way? Okay.
24 light,
24
21
light.
dark.
Okay, so dark, we have 8 mystery, right?
Yeah.
And they're prime numbers.
Yeah,
So probably 5 and 3 if there's only Houndour and
I would assume
Mischievous.
so, but
Yeah.
how do we tell which is... Oh, I don't know. What is that Pokemon above us?
Kadabra. Oh, this is Murkrow.
No,
right here.
the dark one, yeah.
I thought that was
Murkrow?
Mischievous.
So we got the 2
Oh!
Kadabra. Oh, maybe we don't need to kill him. So 24 light. Okay. And so
Yeah.
2 Kadabra, 1 Spritzy.
So let's see.
Is there anything else in the room?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So how do we get to 24 on light with prime numbers?
Probably...
11, 11, and 2? No.
11's
Oh yeah,
prime.
11. 11,
Yeah,
11,
that
and 2.
would work.
So if Kadabra... Okay,
Because
Kadabra's at 11.
nothing
Yeah,
less than
nothing
that
else.
would work.
Okay. So then...
So
Well, then we just need to kill a Kadabra in the 2 dark, right?
yeah, because 11 plus 2 is 13. Yeah. So kill a Kadabra and the 2 other blokes.
I was trying to do, before we did the math on the light, I was trying to figure out if there was any way we could assume the values of the dark ones, because it looks to be, what, Dino and, or no, that's Houndour. Okay, never mind. If it was Dino and Mischievous, those are pre-evolved forms of the ones we do know, and I was wondering if there was any way to establish. It's a Murkrow anyways, never mind. My thinking goes out the door.
That'll do it. I wonder how long this goes on for.
I feel like this is probably the last one.
I thought the last one was the last one.
Check those totals.
18 on light, 24 on dark. On the light side, Gramble was 11, so Gedik was 7. On the dark side, Houndour was in the previous book, but the numbers make it impossible, right? Should be either 3 or 5. 18, 24.
Okay, so the 2 lights are fine.
Yeah, we know the lights. So we have 1, 2,
Yeah, we have light solved, okay.
3. We only have 3 dark Pokemon.
What are these
One
guys?
of them is a 3 or a 5.
Drifloon, Houndour, and this
What was
third
the dark
one,
total again?
24, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So how do we...
At most, the dark adds, like the ones without Houndour would add up to 21 at most. 19 if not. 19 or 21.
Right.
How do we make those numbers out of prime numbers?
Can we get to 21 with 2 prime numbers? Okay, well, I mean, we can, right? Because that's 13 and 9.
Yeah.
Okay, but then otherwise, if he's 5, that's 19. I don't think you can make 19 with 2 prime numbers.
Wait. No. Hold on. Unless I'm stupid, 13 and 9 is 22, isn't it?
You are correct. Okay, so 24 minus 3 is 21. Maybe we cannot make 21 with 2 prime numbers then?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So that means Houndour must be 5. So 24 minus 5 is 19. And then we can make
2
19.
and 17?
2 and 17. So probably Drifloon is 2 and this other guy is 17.
Big guy, yeah.
The light side is what, 18?
18.
Yeah. So we don't want to kill Mandibuzz. I don't think.
Wait.
We need to think backwards.
Wait. 5 and 2 is 7, so that's Houndour and Drifloon, and Togetic 7. So you kill the Granbull
exactly.
and Mandibuzz. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll get you to the Bulk
Yeah, kill Granbull and Mandibuzz. Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people are doing this with a Pokemon that doesn't one-shot the... It's fine. And Togetic,
they're not playing Reborn right.
Yeah.
Just seems like a lot of Pokemon in here resist fighting and bug.
There were a couple of weaknesses earlier.
It's true.
Oh,
Damn.
this is bad.
This is bad.
We're backed up against a wall here.
Granbull and Togetic faced off against Houndour, Drifloon, and Mandibuzz. Okay, this is still going. So I tell you what, I think we should call this episode here, and then next time we'll finish this quest.
See you guys then.
Bye.
So what are we doing with our team here, Sean?
Oh, I mean, our Smeargulp is not going to be helpful. I guess I can always bench him during the episode. I was just looking at our potential options.
I do hope we, by the end of this Let's Play, have a box full of Smeargulps. We are the world's leading employer of Smeargulps.
There's going to be maybe at least one more.
The starving artists have been fed.
Can you guys help jog my memory of some of the numbers we've had so far? So like,
so Dino, we haven't seen Dino. Mandibuzz was 17,
and then Granbull was 11.
Yeah, Granbull's 11. I don't know what the fuck most of these guys are.
Was Willis 7 or 13?
Zwilus was 13, yeah.
Okay, I guess he's not on this floor, but in fact, I think all these guys are new.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do is know that based off of what we've already done, know that their numbers must be higher or lower than ones we've already seen, based on like where in the evolution chain they are.
Okay. Well, I mean, now we're just we can start the episode right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Steve, you want to do the intro?
Give me a second. I'm eating an Oreo.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a pen and paper. I think it's time. Grab a sheet of engineering paper that I haven't touched since college. Use my Animal Crossing pen.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Prime Number Palkia here. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Reborn. Today we're talking about prime numbers and algebra. And joining me on this math quest is Josh Red.
Hello.
And Loopysaurus.
I'm here too.
And I'm Steve's, your host. Welcome to the channel. I'm not the host.
He is the host today, though.
I'm graciously letting Steve's host today.
Oh boy. It's my big break.
Yeah, last time we got Cosmog, and then we came to this tree, and we had to do a bunch of puzzles with prime numbers, and we're gonna finish this today. Josh was saying before the episode, and I'll probably include it, that since these all appear to be new Pokemon on this floor, we probably have to use our prior knowledge to infer what these numbers are. So for example, Zwellis was 13, so that means Dino is probably lower than 13. Nidrigan's higher.
Yeah.
Let's see what our totals are for this floor. 20 on light versus 31 on dark. I'm grab pen and paper. We're near the end. All the values here are technically unknown, but we can infer relativistic properties, right?
I'm one step ahead of you, Noel.
Yeah. I'll list the evolutions we've confirmed. Cleffa and Chinglu are both 2. Okay. At Dark Side, Miss Magius was 7. Mightyena was 5. Mandibuzz was 17. Umbreon. I'm guessing Eevee's gonna be like maybe unknown. Actually, no, it'll be dark or light. We'll be able to see.
I think it's a Zorua.
Probably.
So what is this here?
Volibee.
That's Volibee, okay. And the totals are 20 and 31.
Which side was which?
Light is 20.
Okay.
I think we should try and solve light first because that seems easier.
Well, we have a Chimecho and a Clefable. Is that a Clefairy or a Clefable?
That's a
That looks like a
Clefable.
Clefable. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are those the only two?
Yeah.
looks like it.
So we have to get
Okay.
to 20 with 2 prime numbers that are higher than 2.
Yeah. 13 and 7?
Yeah.
But which one would be which?
Or 9,
Mike.
no, not 9, 11.
My guess would be the Clefable would be the
Would be
bigger
13,
number.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a higher stage in evolution, technically.
Okay, so we think Clefable's 13 and
Yeah.
Chimecho is 7.
Yeah.
Okay. And the dark side is 31 in total. So
What the fuck is that Pokemon?
we can probably encounter it and run away. That's Pooch.
Poochyena. Well, Mightyena was 5.
Right.
So this has to be lower than that.
It's either 3 or 2, yeah.
Well, let's get a count on how many of each Pokemon we have on the dark side first.
We have 2 dinos? 3 dinos? What is this guy?
Volibee.
Alright. And then Hydreigon.
Is that all?
And Misdreavus.
Misdreavus.
Okay. And that's an Eevee, I guess. And that's Poochyena.
Is that Poochyena?
Oh, that's Eevee right there. It's a dark Eevee.
Crazy that they established that Eevee is dark canonically.
Not light like Espeon, no.
Espeons are traitors to the family.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is pretty tricky. I'm gonna say that just Hydreigon's value, like, it's got to be like the next prime number after 13, and it can't be any higher than that one. So I think this guy's probably 17,
Yeah.
just because there's so many other Pokemon.
Which would leave us 14 for the rest of...
Yeah. So that's 14 divided between 3 dinos and 6 Pokemon in total.
That's...
14.
Can we
divided by-
assume that most of them are 2 except for 1 being 3?
Yeah. So I think Dino has to be 2, right?
Yeah, Dino has to be 2.
Yeah.
So there's no way we're going to figure out which Misdreavus, Poochyena, or Volibee. Wait, no, hold on. That math doesn't add up.
Well, so wait, walk me through this. So we have 31.
Because if they were, we have 31, right? We're assuming Hydreigon is 17.
which equals 14.
Yeah. So 14.
Minus the 6 from dinos gets to 8.
Right. So then they all have to be 2.
Well, no, because then with the 8 remaining, there's 3 Pokemon there.
There are 4.
There's a Volibee. I forgot about Volibee.
Yeah, there's Misdreavus, Poochyena, Volibee, and Eevee. I also forgot that there were 4. Like, I forgot the Eevee on my list. So they all have to be 2. So what we need to ask ourselves is what number we need to be trying to reach with on the light side.
I think we want to...
13 and 7.
Yeah.
But that's impossible, right?
Well, is it... I guess you're saying it's impossible to know which one's 13, which one's 7?
No, it would be impossible to create 13 or 7 if they're all 2 on the dark side, except for 17.
Well, I don't think that's true, because on dark side we have 31. If we take out 7 Pokemon that are all 2, then that gets us down to... Wait. Oh, no, you're right.
What I'm positing is that I do not think Hydreigon is 17.
Okay, interesting. Well,
Well, no, it
I think
has to be 17.
yeah.
So then the light side I'm positing are not 13 and 7.
Some other combination of prime numbers that equals
17
20.
and 3.
Okay.
Because Chingling's 2, right?
Changling was 2, yes.
So Chimecho could be 3.
Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to backtrack a little bit here. The reason why they can't be 13 and 7 is because we cannot get to 13 or 7 from 31.
Yeah, because if we just subtract 2s from the dark side, then we'll
right.
never...
Okay, yeah.
17 is the lowest number we can hit. If we subtract 17, we can never get an odd number. And 17 is the only number that works for the dark side, because there's not another prime number in between 13 and 17. And any larger than 17, and the Pokemon would not work with how many dark Pokemon we have. Some of them would have to be worth less than 2. So I posit, and we can go over this again when Seeds gets back, that we kill everything but Clefable and Hydreigon.
Yeah.
It would be a crazy twist if the Chimecho was the 17, though.
It would be, yeah. I don't think Clefable can be 3, because if Cleffa is 2, that would
Right,
be
because there
is
has
3.
to be something for Clefairy, right?
Yeah.
So,
I think we solved this.
yep.
Oh, should be one more floor. Okay, Steve's is back. I talked to Noel in Cho's chat, and he's got some new dialogue for us.
I kind of miss gym battles. The calculations are imprecise, but that's what makes them more interesting.
Okay, that's all he had to say.
So Seeds had to step away for a moment, and while he did, Sean might include what I'm about to talk about, but I'm going to say it anyways. We sort of reasoned out that we have to kill everything except Hydreigon and Clefable, because the light side, instead of being 13 and 7, has to be 17 and 3. Because if we are trying to hit the target of 13 or 7, this is impossible to do on the dark side, because Hydreigon has to be 17, because it's the closest highest number after 13. And if you go any higher than 7, then some of the other Pokemon would have to be worth less than 2. So that doesn't work. Hydreigon has to be 17, the rest have to be 2. If you subtract 2 from the dark side, you can only go until you hit 17, what Hydreigon consists of. So you can't hit 13 or 7 that way. And if you subtract Hydreigon, then you have an even number, 14. And if you subtract 2s from 14s, you're never going to hit an odd number. So we'll never get 13 or 7. You can't make an odd number out of evens. So instead of being 13 and 7, we're positing that it is 17 and 3. And that Chimecho is 3 and Clefable is 17. And it can't be the other way around, because Cleffa was 2. And if Clefable was 3, then there would be nothing for Clefairy to be. So it makes more sense for Clefable to be 17 and Chimecho to be 3.
Yep.
Therefore, we kill Chimecho and all of the dark Pokemon that aren't Hydreigon.
Because they both equal, Clefable and Hydreigon both equal 17.
Yes.
Good job, team.
Ooh.
I did hear there was like a somewhat notorious puzzle in this picnic quest, and obviously this is what they were referring to. I do wonder if there's even more floors after this. That's my fear.
He said we're nearing the end.
Yeah, not at the end.
I'm going to be honest, I like this. This is cool.
Yeah, this is fun.
Again, I wish that Noel didn't spell things out quite so clearly, but that's just my preference.
It's probably
I think
good.
for the I think for the large majority of players, that's this isn't exactly what they're looking for. So
Yeah. Good for the majority of other people who played 200 hours to get to this point in the postgame.
yes, this is true. I've only Let's Played for 10 years to get to this point in the post game.
Doing a little bit of a Daedalus genocide run here.
It's doing it. Uh-oh.
My leech life. Heal.
Well, good work, team. We got the ladder.
Why don't you read Noel Sieves?
20 on light 13. All the obeys.
Oh, okay, it's the same.
we solved it. You can. It's okay, Noel. You can wake up.
It's supposed to be the top of the trunk. It would look better with color, I guess. Too bad. Whatever caused this should be near.
So I guess it's Necrozma after all, right?
Well, but that's what Sandy was after.
Well,
not you.
Okay, if I want to check for an Ultra Beast, I gotta equip the Magnetic Lure again. I might still have it from earlier, actually. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I was torn between, since we're in a tree, I was wondering if it was Xerneas and Yveltal. But since there's no color, that implies Necrozma.
Does it?
Yeah, isn't Necrozma like a light guy?
Prism guy, right?
Well, yeah, but like color, I guess. Yeah, I guess I get your point there, but
Could be a Smeargle too, for all we know.
dude, it could be Smeargle 3.
Cubed. Smeargle cubed. Okay, there's kind of a lot to see here.
Dude, we're gonna get to the point where we have sine, cosine, and tangent Smeargulps.
It's just Smeargle cosine, yeah. I don't think there's anything here, but... Can't escape.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Oh.
Oh? It doesn't like us doing that.
It's like no exploring for you.
Oh,
Wow.
gotta go up the waterfall.
Wow, it really didn't even want us to go to the
Some kind of
fucking...
barrier in the way? I see. Maybe if Eve had been the one to get up here instead, she could have done something. Was that?
Coming through!
I didn't even see what Pokemon that was.
Ah! Now that stupid thing is just gonna heal up again. I'm getting really sick of all these stupid barriers. That Yveltal is eating the color right out from the forest.
There you go.
That's what Yveltal does, I guess.
That Necrozma is eating the color right up. And its roost is right up here, and it keeps going back there to recover, and I can't get to it because more and more of these stupid walls keep appearing. It was hard enough to find a way in the first time, and now the exits keep sealing. And that keeps happening. I don't even know what's causing that, but I don't think we want to stay to find out. Salamence is tired and the barrier is closing in. Let me get you guys out of here.
No, that's okay.
What? What do you mean that's okay?
I'll stay. If I find out what it is, at least I can be useful.
You won't be useful if it knocks you out.
I can take the risk.
Let's go, Noel.
What? Ah, everything is so annoying. Fine, take a dirt nap for all I care. Sean, I'm at least getting you out of here so you can figure out what's out with this barrier and fix it. Hang on tight, it's takeoff time.
Oh.
I appreciate that she said knock out instead of kill, even though this game has addressed death like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back for Noel. Fix the problem, okay? Thanks, bye!
Wait, what was that? Where's Noel?
Knocked out.
He stay at the top. What is he thinking?
Trying to rescue him on foot is likely a waste. A barrier has appeared at the entrance of the tree as well, so we can't even get in anymore. Whatever that is, it's spreading and fortifying itself quickly.
So what do we do? We can't just wait here.
I have an idea, actually.
Tell us.
Well, there's an Evital, right? And when I was at the root of the tree, there were all these Z cells.
Oh shit.
And doesn't the barrier kind of look like them too?
Zygarde moment. Where are you going with this?
I don't really know, but I remember reading an old myth about a giant tree, an Evital, and a snake gnawing at its roots. What I'm saying is, what if we used a Zygarde?
Oh shit, we do have the dog form.
In the myth, I think the snake attacked the bird. So maybe a snake like Zygarde could deliver an attack that would break through the barrier once and for all.
What if it's like, they're like, hey, you gotta come back once you got 50 cells. You can't do it with the dog form. It's gotta be snake form.
I think that might be where this is going.
An interesting theory. I don't know if there's any use in putting stock in myths, but Zygarde's core enforcer attack is known to eliminate special properties of its target. If we could get on our hands on a 100% Zygarde, I think it's reasonable to assume it would be able to break through.
100% Zygarde, huh?
Uh-huh.
But how in the world would we do that? I saw Sean collecting cells, but that would take a whole 100. We'll never get that many in time.
Maybe, since all these Pokemon are spawning from the new world, one will just appear.
That would be too convenient.
Fourth wall breaking moment. But it's not impossible. A lot of too convenient things have happened lately, haven't they?
I certainly can't deny that.
That's thanks to Lynn, our friend.
Our friend.
We'll keep doing what we can here. But Sean, you should keep gathering Z cells and chasing down anomalies.
Yep. You should go home, Sean.
As soon as you get 100% Zygarde, bring it here right away. We'll make sure we save Domel no matter what.
That's the plan, then. I know it seems daunting, but if anyone can do it, it's you, Sean. All right, Sean, go on then. Get.
Go on this, go find 100 cells.
This is awesome.
How many do we have? I'm not gonna waste the time going to the thing, because we don't have enough yet. Where is it?
Well, surely we can go and quickly get them and come back before the episode ends, right?
No.
Surely we can.
We're so good.
What I've heard about this is you don't actually need 100. You need maybe like 70. It's kind of weird they say 100 though, because I don't think you need 100 Z cells.
Personally, I'm not sold on the plan. I mean, you only have 36 cells, but I don't exactly have a better idea. I'll keep researching. If I find out anything of use, you'll hear about it.
We did also, there's a missable Z cell in the Darkrai quest, which I'm pretty sure we missed.
Dude, no way.
But you can afford to miss the missable ones. Like, I don't think you need literally all of them.
Okay.
That's what I've heard. As soon as you get 100% Zygarde, bring it here. We'll use it to bust down the door and save Noel. He deserves better than to be trapped up there, even if he did kind of do it to himself this time.
I wonder if there's someone who could help you get a Zygarde like that. Maybe I need to do some more reading.
Well, I think that's probably it for this episode of Pokemon Reborn.
I think so too. Let's just check back here at the nightclub.
We did all that math, and for what?
For Noel to get knocked out.
Yeah, the quest is still here. I heard that a Pikachu ate all the color from your picnic. I don't see this as a problem, but I guess we gotta protect the pretty colors. So anyway, you need 100% organic Zygarde to continue the picnic? I'm not here to judge anyone's dietary choices, but I don't think those cells cook well. Well, when in doubt, eat it. Just like that, we're down to just 2 remaining quests we can do here in Tier 6. I didn't think we would narrow it down so quickly.
Alas. I guess Spencer's gonna be here next week then.
Spencer, it does need to be here next week. His attendance is required for the next quest we're doing.
Well, there you go.
Also Sieves. That's
Me?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Spencer and Sieves episode.
it's a Spencer and Sieves classic.
Oh, geez.
Want to read for Adrian?
Let's visit that place again sometime. With the stars and all the pools, it was quite incredible. The feeling of timelessness. I have it only in my memories. I miss it so much. And if there were anyone to indulge it with.
That's nice.
I like Zen.
I don't know if this is going to be a 1 episode or a 3 episode situation, but I think we do need to end it there regardless. So next time on Pokemon Reborn, we'll go to the Mirage Tower with the Belrose sisters. Thank you, Josh Red, and thank you, Sieves, for joining me today.
Of course, of course.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. See you guys next time.
Next time.